Hello, hello, it's probably Sharon. Come hang out with me today while we do some decorating and embellishing in my latest journal. We'll go through this front cover, flap, whatever you call it. Has a lot of stuff in there. We're working with a lot of colors, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Hang with me and we'll get started. I am decorating my newest journal, and I just thought maybe I would just record some of this process as I decorate the journal. I doubt I will be able to film everything, the whole thing, because it's kind of, there's a lot of pages there. So we'll see how far we get. I just thought it might be something different to do. So I want to work on the first, this inner cover. So I've cut down a piece of cereal box type stuff to fit. So this is going to be my base. So I've already cut that down to size. And as you can tell, this journal is going to be a colorful spring-ish journal. So we're going to be doing a lot of colors this time, which is a little different. It's hard when you usually do a lot of grungy, vintagey looking stuff to switch to color. I know I just did one a little while ago that had more color in it, but this one, at least my plan is for it to have a lot more color. So this is my base layer. I'm going to do kind of a flip out, and I've done this kind of thing before. If you watch my videos, you've probably seen that. I have this envelope, so I'm going to do kind of a flip here. Another envelope that I'm going to hook here and flip down this way. I hope that I am in screen. I usually stand up when I craft, but I'm sitting down today, so I can't see what you're seeing, so hopefully I'm on. And then I want to put this kind of on the outside of both of those envelopes, and it will flip like this. So first things first, we will want to cover this or start decorating it somehow. And I'm just getting a piece of dyed paper that I just did a video on this. I dyed it with fabric dye. So if you want to see that video, I will post a link down below. And I want to cut that down. I don't know if I want to cover the whole thing or just part of it. Maybe I'll just do part of it. Let me just kind of rip it. I was going to cut it down first and then rip it, but this should work just as well. All right, so I kind of want to put it like this. We will try the art glitter glue, see if it's going to play well together with me today. I don't know. Usually it gets clogged up. Actually, I think I want to ink the edges a little bit. At least this edge. I can do the outer edge later. Okay, let's see if this is going to play today. Oh my goodness. Every time. I love this glue, but it's very finicky. Even if you're so careful and put the lid on directly after you use it, it still gets clogged. I've heard some people kind of mix a little bit of the Elmer's glue and a little bit of water in with it, and that helps. Maybe I should try that. All right, so we're just going to get old Elmer, old reliable. Kind of go around the edges. I just woke up in such a good mood today. I'm glad that March is over. I mean, if you've seen my videos, you've probably heard me say March is a hard month for me. So, you know, maybe that's why I woke up in such a good mood. Just felt a little spark when I woke up. Just a little spark of happiness. And I think maybe that might be why, because it's not March anymore. It's finally over. Okay. That gives us kind of a start. Okay, so let's get this envelope. I think I'm just going to cut the top off here and use it as a top loading pocket. I'm going to cut this top. Let's see, that's the right way, right? Yep. Okay, I'm going to cut the top off. We'll just make a top loading pocket. That'll work. Okay, so now I want to put something here, you know, to seal all this up. And I don't know if you're like this, but it seems like ever since I was a teenager, I was just like obsessed with like office supplies and stickers and colored paper. And I would go to a store in town that a lot of the like elementary school teachers would go to get stuff for their class. And they always had the coolest stuff. And even though I'm in my 50s now, I still have a lot of that stuff. Like this, like purple notebook paper. So I'm going to cut that down. That should fit. Turn this. I just want to paste that on there. I'm going to need this parchment paper though, because I don't want to glue too much of it. No, I just want the glue to go here so that part is still open from the top. So I have to think these things through, right? Just slam it all together. Oh my goodness, come on. Down there. All right. Okay, it looks like it will fit fine. I'm going to go for the Elmer again, and I'm just going to put it around the edge. And then I'm going to go around this a little bit, just where I want it to stick down. That wasn't covered by the other paper. I don't need a lot on there. I mean, just enough to hold it down. Really doubt it's going to go anywhere. Ta-da! Right. That'll be a nice little area to make notes on. I'll remove the parchment paper in a little bit just to make sure, make sure it's all dry. Well, you know what? It shouldn't matter with this. Okay. So put that aside. Now for the little envelope that's going to flip down. We need to kind of distress this or do something with it so it's not so plain. So I have some stamps. Okay, so I think I'm going to use this one and go around the edge of the envelope. I don't think I've ever used this particular stamp. I will put a link for these stamps below. I'm pretty sure I got them at Amazon. Excuse me, but I will put a link for that below. Okay, so I think I'm going to do blue. So it's Stormy Sky Distress Ink. And I do have a block, but I don't think I have one long enough to do that whole. I do have a longer one. I just don't know where it is. So I'm actually going to try to do this. as it is. We'll see how this goes. We are having a snowstorm right now. It's literally snowing right now, and it's April 1st. Like, I don't, it's so weird. I know Utah has weird weather, but it's just kind of, I thought we were done with winter, you know? To have actual snow coming down is like crazy. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. All right. Now I think I want to just kind of dirty it up. Maybe put some other colors. I do have a cute little flower stamp. This is super old. I think the store that I bought it from is closed. We'll do some Victorian velvet. Little spring flowers. That will go really nice with this journal. And then I'm going to do a little inking around the edges. Okay, so I know that this is going to flip down, and so I don't know if I should do anything to this side or not. I guess I can just do a little inking and for now. All right, so that's that. Okay, and then this is going to be on the top. This will be the very top part that flips open. Kind of lay it out and see what it's going to look like so far. Because you want to see what the layers look like. You know, when you have something that flips open and stuff, you kind of want to put it together and see what it's going to look like around the edges. Oh, this, I'm going to attach this to the board itself with a piece of fabric or something. All right, so it would be a good idea to probably put something here, maybe something here. You know, the parts that are peeking out, just add a little something else. Book page is always good. So I got this. It's I think a garden dictionary or gardener's dictionary or encyclopedia or something like that. It's from the 70s, and I was really excited when I got it. For one, it's super thick. I think there's like 500 pages in it. And then I thought, you know, I probably don't have to worry about having it have something racy on the in the text, because it, you know, there's been times I've made something and then later on I noticed that it says, you know, something racy or something about sex or something like that, and you know, I'm like, oh, I can't sell that. So I was excited when I got this because you don't have to worry about stuff like that with a gardening encyclopedia. So I think I'll do something here, something else along the top. Gas plant. I just the word gas caught my attention. Like, why is that in a gardening encyclopedia? A popular name given to Dictaminus albus. I probably really butchered that. A hardy, attractive perennial, because on hot evenings, the lemon-flavored volatile oil given off by the fragrant flower will flash into flame when A lighted match is thrust against the stem. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Who discovered this? I mean, here, Gus, hold my beer. I want to put a lighted match against this plant and see what happens. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Sorry. Sorry for the tangent. Oh my gosh. You never know. You just never know what you're going to see. Okay. Okay. I need to get I'm like, have the giggles now. Okay. So I want to put this here and maybe sew something else with it. Hold on. I got to pause. I have the giggles now. Okay. I think I'm going to do some more of that dyed paper I did. I'm just going to rip a little strip. Rip a little strip. Kind of put with that one. Underneath. Then I think I'm actually going to stitch it a little bit. But I think I will have to let this dry before I do that. I just need to remember all these little things I'm going to run through the sewing machine. Yeah, I'll probably just do a little stitching along here. And it probably is a good idea to put a little bit of washi tape or something on the back, because since this part is just one single layer, the thread might pull through and, rip it. Instead of sewing it, it'll just be a bunch of holes. So let me put a little bit of washi tape on the back of that. I guess I'll do a little bit of inking around that. All right, I'm going to take this piece and this back piece and go do the stitching like I talked about. Okay, that looks really good. I like the pink. I have a feeling I'm not going to get much of this book videoed, the process. I mean, this one part is taking quite a while. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. Let's just glue that on. Oh my gosh, we're having thunder. Thunder during a snowstorm. Isn't that weird? It's loud too. That had to have been close. Okay, it still needs a little something. I'm going to do a big number stamp. All right, here we go. Lovely. I love it. Perfect. Let's take a look at these. I know I'm jumping around from layer to layer. That's just how I do it. So I want to put something here. I printed this out, Spring Shenanigans, but I think I'm just going to use the word shenanigans. I just printed these off on Canva. I actually have a video and explaining how to do that if you can just use the free version of Canva and do words like this. Just print them out on your own. It's kind of nice to be able to print specific words you want to use. Okay, you want to put something under that. Some tissue paper. I could put a piece of that under it. I'm not going to try to ink that because it's tissue paper and, well, obviously it would be very hard to do that. Stick that down first. Oh, more thunder. Oh my gosh. That's got to be really rare to have thunder and lightning during a snowstorm. How weird is that? Weather has just been so crazy. There. Yeah, it looks cute. We should be able to see it peeking out. Should work perfect. Excuse me, perfectly. Okay, so what else do we need to do? We need to add some more stuff. See this one. I'll just ink the edges a little bit. So I don't know if I mentioned this before. I live with my dad. After my mom passed away, I moved in with my dad. And he's been having some problems with his hearing, so we went to have his ears tested and stuff. And it was like a long appointment. We were there for a couple of hours. They're doing all their tests with his headphones on and all this. And of course, it comes up. Do you use Q-tips? And I was sitting in the room too, and I'm like, well, yeah. Like, how else do you clean your ears? And the doctor was saying that you don't need to use Q-tips, that your body just has a natural way of getting rid of the wax on its own. So it's not necessary. But I've done it my whole life. I don't know if that's normal. I just thought it was. And I was just thinking, what do you mean it just gets rid of it on its own? Like, are you just like sitting there at lunch with your friends and a big glob of earwax just falls onto the table? Like, what? I don't get it. Yeah, I'm not going to stop using Q-tips. It's not like I jam them in my ear all the way. I'm careful, but I just don't understand. Like, how else would you get rid of it? It just doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, I don't know why I brought that up. What are your thoughts? Maybe that's why I brought it up. I'm going to hear your thoughts. What a random topic. Sorry, going off on a tangent. I have ADD, if you didn't know that. So yeah, my mind's always like going off in weird directions. Whether I want it to or not, it's just always going. Okay, now I want to put a little tab or something up here. Some bluish green in it. I think I'm just going to wrap that around right there. I'm just going to use glue. Like so. Okay, let's take a look at this. And so that'll flip down. Do I want to secure it there or on the back? I should have done it before I put the note paper on there. Maybe I can just cut that off a little bit. Just attach it there. It'll be just fine. Got this on Amazon. I'll put the link for this one below too. There's a lot of cute spring, colorful tapes. Let's try this one. I put a little glue with my washi tape just because, I mean, washi tape isn't meant to be permanent. So that just helps it stay permanent. Don't want it just peeling off after a while. Okay, that looks really cute. Let's attach that. I want it just up from the bottom just a little bit, just to show more dimension. That's why I scooted it up, in case you were wondering. Coming together, guys. All right, and this one I'm going to put, I think, a piece of fabric, wrap it around from behind, and then attach it to the back of the card. So it'll be like a little fabric hinge. So I think I can just use the same fabric I used for this. Scissors don't do so good with fabric anymore. I don't know if is that thick enough. Yeah, I think so. Let me check it again. Should work. I wonder if I should use fabric. Yeah, let me get the fabric glue. Okay, I'm just going to using fabric tack. So I think if I do it like this, that should work just perfect. Mm-hmm. All right. So, while that is drying, let's look at the back, very back. So I need to put something here. I could do maybe like a little notebook that flips up. I could do a pocket. Maybe another like card that opens up. Okay, I think I'm just going to do like a little notebook here. I'm going to use some of the same paper and then a little bit of this yellow dyed paper that I did on my last video. And then I want to cut a little bit off at the end. Okay, that should do it. Then I'm going to use my cool stapler. I'm going to staple that together. I will put the link for the stapler if you are interested. A lot of you probably already have one, but I know the first time I saw one, I was like, are you kidding me? That's so cool. Because, you know, regular staplers, you can't staple a spine like this. But this one turns different ways, so very handy. All right. Good. Lots of colors. So obviously I'm putting the parchment paper there so that if any of the glue oozes out, it won't get on the purple page. That should hold it. I mean, I'm hoping where it's tucked back here behind several layers of flaps, I think it'll be fine. Let's do a cute little flower. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. That turned out really good. Wow, that orange just looks really pretty. Kind of fun to do these colorful journals. All right, so we need some way to wrap this because we're going to need some kind of a belt or something that we can, because this could potentially have a lot of bulk in it. So we need some way to keep it closed. Or I could even just put like an eyelet here and then something coming over from this side with an eyelet. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, for this side, I got this piece of ribbon. It has wire on the edges. So what I'm going to do is just rip that. So we kind of have a frayed inch. Wonder if I just stitch it a little bit. Yep, I'm going to go stitch around. Okay, so this is what it looks like. And I kind of thought if I stitched around the edge, maybe it would keep it from fraying in the future because I am going to put an eyelet through it. So I wanted to make sure that it was nice, you know, no chance of it fraying. I'm hoping anyway. I want to put an eyelet here and then we'll line up the ribbon. There. Might as well punch this while we have it. I hope this punches through fabric. worked. And I've just grabbed some silver eyelets. I'll put a link for this below too. The crimping tool. I know everyone uses the crocodile, but like I can't afford one. But then I've heard people say that they like this way better anyway. And it comes with like lots of eyelets. Get the tool plus a whole bunch of eyelets, and so I think it's a really good deal. I'll put the link for that below as well. If you're interested. Whew, a little different doing it on fabric. Okay, so we'll attach that to the back, and then it will wrap around like this. And then we'll be able to tie it closed. So I just need to make sure that I line that up, attach it to the back. Okay, I'm going to let that dry for a minute. Okay, it's probably a good thing I stopped because my camera was getting low on battery. So I charged that a little bit. Everything looks like it's dry. Stuck pretty good. I don't think we'll have to worry about it coming off. So I went ahead and made a tag that I want to put in here. Well, let's get this parchment paper taken off. So yeah. It's a little too tall. Let's cut a little bit off of that. Okay. Let's check it out now. Oh my gosh. I cut too much off now. That's okay. All right, so I just got this little image and of course did a straight stitch around the edge. You know what? I need to ink around the edges first. I think this journal I'm working on is going to be perfect for Easter or spring. I probably won't put a whole lot of Easter stuff, you know, maybe a couple of bunnies, maybe mention Easter a couple of times, but it's, I think, mainly going to be just spring. Okay, so if I put that here, I have this slot punch. So I'm just going to make a slot, put the ribbon through. I'll put the link for that slot punch below as well. Okay, and then let's do lace and then a little bit of fabric. Work that through. Cute. You need to pull the piece through a little bit more. All right, I'm just going to go with the sewing machine and I'm just going to stitch across the top of that. Okay, that looks really good. Just going to kind of tear this a little bit to make it more raggedy looking. Able to pop that in there. This is hard to do when I'm not looking at it straight up. Okay. So this way, I mean, we could have this little tab peek over the edge like that, or we could put it totally back in the pocket, you know, either way. Okay. And I want to have something probably tucked in here. Okay, I think I've got something figured out. So I just got this cute little piece of scrap of paper. It uses like a little note paper to stick in there. And here I've got this heavy cardstock writing card. We can tuck back in there. And that's what it looks like all closed up. So we need to tie this closed. Still think it's missing something. We put that there. I wonder what the best glue would be. This is, I know I keep saying this. I'll put a link for these below. They're like plasticky or something. But I've got silver ones and black ones, and I love them because you can put like gesso over them and do them any color you want. It's kind of cool. I'm just going to glue just right down the center so that the wings can poke up. Just gotta get these little guys. This will be great to put right inside the journal. Get a lot of interest right off the bat as soon as you open the journal. All right, okay. Let's get a little string or something to tie this closed. Don't want to make it too difficult to open and close it. There we go. That turned out really good. Now all I need to do is, that is super cute. What do you guys think? That turned out really good. I love all the colors. This is exciting. Okay. Where's the journal? Okay. So I just need to put that here. I'll probably use the Fabri-Tac since there is fabric on the journal cover. So down. So I'm not sure if I'm going to go on to do more pages on this video. Probably not. If not, watch out for my next video and I'll do some more pages. If I do end up ending this right now, thank you for staying until the end of this video, and I will see you in my next one.